a lot of times in the movies, the thing that like leads to World War III is like the fuel wars. You know, like when
Yeah.
like petroleum
Mad
gets
Max.
Mad Max and lots of stuff like that have that as a concept. But I was watching this thing about I think it was the history of oil or petroleum or something like that, which was and it was way more interesting than it sounds. I promise. Like it starts from like early man finding it bubbling up to like the point when it started to become more valuable in the turn of the century, and then obviously like the rise of OPEC, the first Iraq war, and then on to today. And like I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't quite understand before watching that video. It was fascinating. I had no idea some of that stuff. But the key thing I took away from it was there's enough known oil deposits right now to last like another 60 years. Like yeah,
That's not like that long.
that's
not. But I feel
no. That's accounting for like a rise in usage. Like that is an enormous amount.
Wait,
of
so
oil.
that's
what they know. And every year they're always finding greater and greater deposits. Like one year it's like, oh yeah, we just found this thing in Siberia that's like Saudi Arabia 2.0, and then they're like, actually, with the new tech, the American like oil sands are where it's really
that's that
at.
fracking shit, man.
We should still get moving towards like solar or something. I don't want the environment to be fucked up forever.
Taylor, this is
I hate to tell you, bro, but that's not happening.
Yeah, we should get off the train. We're like 8 inches from the building.
I agree with you that it would be nice, but like
we're gonna
literally in Texas, we have a guy running for governor that wants to ban green energy. He wants to shut down all the windmills and stuff because they're evil for whatever the fuck.
Wait, are windmills? I thought windmills were like the really inefficient ones. I thought that like solar was way more efficient.
Neither of them are as efficient as just burning fossil sauce you dig out of the ground. But like, no, they were fine. But it's a political thing here to bag on green energy and go heavy on oil. But like you said, this train left the station and has been going for 150 plus years. And we never once even thought about slowing it down. And we're not slowing it down now either. I try not to be like a really like doom gloom, like black pilled kind of guy, but the environment's not looking so rough. I don't know about you guys, but my retirement plan is to die fighting in the climate wars.
There's not going to be a climate war anytime soon. All of us will be dead by the time it really even matters. That Greta bitch will be dead before it matters too. But eventually,
that
I hope you're right.
Bitch. Yeah,
I hope you're right.
But like in the next like 100 years or so, it might actually matter. But I think we're going to be fine. We're not going to lose Florida this year or anything. Like we're all good. But,
what about food security though? And also what about like, let's say there's a crop shortage in say Brazil and there's like 100 million Brazilians that try to cross the border that makes our current problem look like a speck of dust.
We're really good at that. Like fixing problems like that. We're just really good at it. We just kill them.
What?
Great. That's the future I want to live in. The genocidal one.
No, first of all, it's called castle doctrine. Where in Texas, which is where the Brazilian invading force is going to be making their headway. Okay, and like I'm sure we've got plenty of like drones and missiles and machine guns and bombs and napalm.
Your attitude is so we've got ours and fuck you, rest of the world. Yes! If you want it, you can come take it from my drone.
I don't pay Brazilian taxes.
Yes,
I don't know what to make of this.
We gotta look out for our own.
Like, so
gotta look out for Americans.
I kind of lean on this whole like environment problems are real, right? You know, the global warming is real. You can measure it. Let's not pretend that it's not real. It's happening.
Yeah,
but it does always seem to be a little further out, I guess. It always seems to be a little further out. It just running out of oil in 60 years. I feel like I heard 20 years ago, and then they found
that was peak oil, but.
I remember peak oil. I remember peak oil in 1998, hearing about how we were gonna run out of oil soon, and we were peak oil, and now they just keep pushing the peak along.
Yeah, the United States, OPEC keeps like trimming production, and the Russians keep messing with theirs, and the United States is like, oh, you want to mess with the market? We'll make so much cheap oil you've never, and we did, and we became the biggest producer of oil in the world. Because it's convenient for our economy if oil is cheap.
That's not how I remember it. I remember oil went up, the price of oil went up, and we were all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, this shale shit we have, which is an expensive way to get oil, is now profitable. So
you're talking about 70s when
no, I'm talking about like
early 2000s,
2008.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So like we're probably at war with Iraq or something. Who knows? And oil's super expensive and because oil is super expensive, our expensive way of extracting oil is profitable. Whereas previously, only their cheap way of it popping out of a hole on its own was profitable.
That's mentioned in the video too. Yeah, I think you'd like this video. Like you're more clued into like the history of petroleum than I was. I enjoyed it a lot. It explained a lot of the hostilities between Iraq and Iran and the whole region and how all that's tied in. They're like, even though Saddam Hussein was begging them not to invade, it didn't matter because the wheels were in motion.
Yeah,